What is going on, guys? It is Austin with Gone in 60. Welcome back to the channel. I am feeling better. Things are looking better. Everyone in the household is feeling better except for my wife. She's not doing very well, but a lot of us are on the mend. We're doing good. Prayers for her. Today I want to cover a video because I have some updates that I want to share with you on my Camaro. I want to share with you something that has happened recently that gives me a little bit of positive hope, but at the same time I'm not betting on it. So I have been out negotiating, I've been out talking to a lot of Chevy dealerships, and guys, I have some almost laughable moments of negotiating deals on Camaros at Chevy dealerships, and I want to put them on blast. I want to notify them. I want to just help you guys out as you're out there shopping for cars, and how right now is the most horrible time to ever buy a car. Great time to sell, horrible time to buy. I've had some horrible experiences. Laugh along with me, and let's jump into it. All right, guys, so the first dealership, where do I even start? There's so many of these. The first dealership, Preston Chevrolet. So they have a satin steel gray Camaro 2SS. It's not the 1LE, it's very base, but it does have the dual mode exhaust, which is something I have to have in my car. And it had one other feature. So it was very basic, but I thought, you know, for a 2SS, it's a manual. I can do a lot of mods to the car. I can share them with you guys. It'll make good content and a lot of videos. And my price compared to my Mustang wouldn't go up at all. It would actually go down a little bit because it would save me on insurance. So we started negotiating, we started talking. I was willing to pay full MSRP on the car, but every question that I ask dealerships is, besides your doc fee, what are your dealer add-ons and what are your other fees that you guys charge? And the answer that they came back with is, well, we have $900 that we charge. We put pinstripes on every car. Don't know why you would do that. I think they did paint sealant and some different stuff, which, guys, if they wash your car, they're gonna seal in all those scratches. No, don't let dealerships do anything detailing your car. They also had like a theft protection. They also had like some like guards on the doors, so like if you open it, it doesn't like scratch it. Basically, it's just PPF for the car. And so anyways, we started negotiating. I said, well, I don't pay for any dealer add-ons, so if you guys don't remove those, then I'm not gonna buy your car. I'm paying full MSRP. I'm paying for your doc fee. So just remove those and we got a deal, because the car is coming next week. And so I thought it'd be great. I could get a car in faster. Well, they came back and said, well, we removed a lot of those fees, but we have to keep $175 in fees on there for the door protection guards, which, you know, I want to ceramic coat the car. I want to put paint protection film on the car. I don't want that stuff on there. And I said, well, I'll be honest, this isn't my first choice. It's lacking some of the features that I want. If you guys are willing to walk away from a deal for $175, I won't think twice about it. And guess what? They said, bye-bye. We don't want to work with you. So that's bad experience number one. Number two, Hendrick Chevrolet in Duluth. I started negotiating with them. I started talking with them. I'll share up on the screen a screenshot of the bogus tracking device GPS name that they came up with, but it's not even like literally this is a line item that they had on there, but they charged $3,100 in fees. I said, I will pay MSRP, I will pay your doc fee. They had $3,100 in dealer add-ons, nitrogen in the tires, GPS tracking unit, blah, 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 blah. And I said, well, I'll buy the car full MSRP and your doc fee, and I'll put a deposit down today, because that car is also coming in a week or two. And they came back to me and said, well, the most we can knock it off is about half, so you're still having to pay $1,500 in dealer add-ons. And I said, no, thank you. And they said, okay, no problem. I mean, guys, it is ridiculous. You can see a repeated pattern here of willing to pay full MSRP sticker price, which on both of my cars, I've gotten 10 grand and 9 grand off a sticker price, which I realize it is not the same time period and the market's completely changed. You're getting paid more for your trade-ins, but you're paying more on the new cars that you buy. So they walked away from that deal. All right, the next one that we're gonna put on blast is Jim Trenary of O'Fallon, Missouri. I was working with a salesman there. I was actually looking at a ZL1. might be considering that, guys. I honestly just want a car, and I think V8s are a dying breed, and we need to get them while we can get them. So they have a ZL1, couple ZL1s. I called, and these were actually $2,000 under sticker. And this was partly my fault because I wasn't quite ready to pull a trigger on a ZL1 just because it's a lot more out of budget for me, but it's a lot more car and I think it'd be awesome. So anyways, I made them an offer of $2,000 lower than their asking price, which that was my bad. That was a mistake. They said, he didn't even take it to his manager. He says, that's lower than employee discount pricing. I said, okay, great. I have to ship the car. It's gonna cost me $1,400. Give it to me $1,000 less than what you guys are offering. And he says, okay, I'll get back to you. Well, the next day, he never got back to me. And then I checked in with him and I said, hey, because all night long I had spent, going over the finances, going over everything because it was satin steel. They also had a wild cherry tint coat. And I was like, let's roll, let's do this, man. And I spent all night figuring out finances, how I could make it work. And I was even willing to pay their price because it was under sticker. And so when I checked in with him the next day, he said, oh yeah, both of those cars are gone now. Like, we have full deposits on them, and the people willing to buy those cars actually even came up over our asking price of $2,000 under sticker. So they're paying full asking price. And guys, that was such a sweet deal that I should have jumped on. But what's funny is even though those cars aren't here, they keep raising up those cars like $1,000 every day. It's weird. But my salesman, if you're buying it out of state, they don't care if you're buying it out of state. They don't treat you very good because they can't get you in the office to try and put the squeeze on you with the finances. So when you're buying a car from out of state, they treat you like crap. I mean, my credit score is good. It's 780. And, it's good. And I have good money to put down. And they treat you poorly. I'm like, I make a good living. I have a good credit score. Just sell me a car. I'm willing to buy it. So that was another one. It keeps getting better, guys. All right, next dingholes that are on my list. Wells River, Vermont Chevrolet. So they still have a satin steel gray metallic ZL1 for sale on their lot. It actually fits into my budget-ish, but it's gonna cost me $2,000 to ship the car back here to Utah. So we didn't even start talking about price. I just called the salesman. I said, hey, is this car available? And what fees do you charge outside of your dealer fees? And he says, well, let me get back to you. Well, surprise. Day and a half later, I didn't hear from the guy. And I call him and he goes, well, did you get my text yesterday? And I said, no, I didn't get it. And so maybe I gave him the wrong phone number. Let's go with that. But he said, well, I talked to the owners and they have a friend that they want to try and sell the car to. They want to keep the car local, but they're not sure if he's going to buy it or not. And they said, if he doesn't buy it, we are going to charge you more money because you're buying the car from out of state. Didn't even give me a number on that. And I went off with the sales rep, and the sales rep actually said, Austin, I agree with you, because it is just borderline robbery what these dealerships are getting away with. Because honestly, these dealerships are making just as much money as they did when they had more inventory, because right now they're able to sell cars at sticker price. Before, they had to discount them, they had to negotiate, they had to wheel and deal, and they're making a killing because they're paying a lot for your used cars, but they're also selling them for a lot. You can order a car from the factory new cheaper than what you can buy a car a year older than that model you would order that's new, with say 10,000 miles on it. That used car will cost more than that new car. It's ridiculous. And so that was my experience at that dealership. The sales rep agreed with me. The sales rep was fine. He was actually a cool guy, so he says, if anything changes, we'll let you know. But don't worry, guys, there's more. So I have some text messages from a couple dealerships that I'll share with you guys really quick. So next one, 5-Star Chevrolet in Carrollton, Texas. I can't read. Maybe that's why they won't sell me cars, because I can't read. They have a ZL1. Are you interested? Yes, I am. And I said, hey, is the car on the lot or is it in transit? And what fees are added to the price of the car? Car is here on my showroom floor. $5,000 markup plus $1,495 in dealer add-ons bring the total amount for the vehicle of $75,450 plus tax, title, and license fees. And I just say no thanks, and I just let them know. I mean, guys, I will be honest with you, like 80 to 90% of the dealerships are charging dealer add-ons. And I'm not talking about dock fees. I am literally talking about equipment that they're adding to the car that they are ripping you guys off on. And what I'm finding is it's very state oriented. Almost every Chevy Texas dealer adds dealer add-ons to their car. My 2SS1LE that I have a deposit on, they removed them for me. A lot of the dealerships won't remove them. So guys, I don't know if it's just strictly to Chevy, but the only way you're not going to pay dealer add-ons, and I'm not talking about dock fees, I'm talking about equipment they're adding to the car, tracking devices, GPS, just nitrogen in your tires. Who needs nitrogen in your tires? Almost all of them are adding them to the car, guys, and it's ridiculous. Nobody is negotiating. Nobody is letting you. If you make an offer under sticker, they do not get back to you. And these cars are selling before they hit the lots, and it's insane. Woo! Go get it! Dude, these kids are crazy. Woo! They go so fast. Look at, dude. I swear one day I'm gonna be taking one of these kids to the hospital because they go down our hill super fast, and they go around this corner, and cars fly around this corner. Maybe I'm old. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'm like an old dad now, and I'm just worried. You youngsters going too fast. But guys, it's been crazy. I am still looking because I did get some updates on my Camaro 2SS1LE satin steel that I've shared with you guys, all the specs and everything. So what's funny is I've asked them for my deposit back, and miraculously, right as they're ready to send the check, they go, well, the car's supposed to be here like the first or second week of September. So I told them, hang on to my dealership fees and we can see. But I have a lot of trust issues with Chevy right now in their dealerships, and maybe it's this way with all the brands, maybe it's just the market, but it's very hard to find someone that's honest and good with you. If you're gonna buy a Chevy or even a Dodge, I'm still a firm believer in this philosophy. Don't buy them from a big, well-known state. Don't buy them from Texas. Don't buy them, well, you really can't even buy a V8 in California. Find the central part of the United States, and you're gonna deal with more honest, better people, and you're gonna deal with dealerships that will not put dealer add-ons to their cars, and you'll just pay MSRP and dock fees. But anyways, guys, that is the world we live in. I'm still looking for a car. I'm still out on the hunt. I don't want to make a negative video. I don't want this to be that, but we're going to keep moving onward and upward, and it's just going to make sweeter for the ride that I want. I want a Camaro, guys. I'm going to get a Camaro. I am, and it's all going to work out. But I just want to make you guys aware. If you guys are out there looking for cars right now, this is what you can expect, and it's crazy. Everybody has different delivery times. There's a lot of smoke being blown, and don't buy it, guys. But anyways, I'm Austin with Gone in 60. We will catch you on the next video, guys. Peace.